everyone, and welcome back to NeoBurgh. Last time we did a huge overhaul of our road network through the area, and hopefully that will do some really good things for our transport routes up and down the region. What I think we need to look at, or at least begin to look at, because we have a lot of private transport, as we saw last time, is possibly public transport. Now, it's quite late in the day to start to think about public transport, but we've got a lot of money, and ultimately it should lead to a lot of good growth. So we've got no public transport currently throughout the region. So if we look at our three largest cities, or at least I think they're our largest cities. Let's just double check that actually. Burgh Le Marsh, Dover, Alford, Winsford, Bawtry. Oh wow! So actually, Dover's one of our biggest cities. So is Alford and Winsford. So this corridor here is going to be really quite busy with all the different private transport that we've got going through here. And so it should be, really, because it is literally like our largest cities, and that's not necessarily a bad thing to, have going through, which is quite a lot of stuff coming through from different cities. And you can see these roads get quite busy with 166 odd going down this way. And then it sort of splits and goes down different routes. So we probably want to start to think about public transport to relieve some of the busiest routes. I mean, even down here, look, we've got 50 odd coming through this way. It's pretty crazy how busy things have gotten. Potentially even upgrading some of the other routes through here, which may help in improving things with the traffic. So last time we had a massive overhaul. I'm going to hit play because we're not currently. We had a massive overhaul of traffic through this area. And excuse me, sorry, it's just drying out my throat with all the talking. So what I think we need to do is focus on public transport to ensure that there's less on the roads that we aren't necessarily controlling. So if we look, Burgh Le Marsh is our highest. So if we look at the top 5, in fact not Winsford, Burgh Le Marsh, Dover, Alford, Bawtry. The top 4, because these are all in this area. And we look at their destinations tab. So if we look for shopping, a lot of these are actually going straight to Burgh Le Marsh, which is good, but so are these. So we have a lot going to Burgh Le Marsh from Bawtry and Alford, which isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. We just need to improve the connections via public transport, because then hopefully we will see a lot more going via those routes. So if we look at work, again, Burgh Le Marsh is quite high, especially for these two in this area. Bawtry is also going to Coulsdon a fair amount. But yeah, Burgh Le Marsh is the main centre here, and then Alford, Bawtry, Dover, Bawtry, Ilkley. Burgh Le Marsh isn't a good destination for Dover, but that may be about to change if we improve the connections. Alford has Burgh Le Marsh, Alford, Bawtry. Dover's way down here. Burgh Le Marsh, Alford, Dover, Bawtry. So yeah, quite a lot of transport is going between the 4 cities here. So we need to try and think about a method that we can get people from A to B quite quickly and easily. If we start with Burgh Le Marsh, what I would like to do is something a little bit different to what I normally do. So normally I would create a circular route that would go both clockwise and counterclockwise, and that way we would pretty much cover the entire city with one line. It would serve as a really good connection for everything to go to one hub, where then the transport would go out via maybe a train line or something like that. I think it would be quite good to do something a little bit different in this particular playthrough, because we have quite a gritty city, if that makes sense. So what I would like to try is doing lines going up and down, but there are certain areas where the roads don't quite line up, which is a little bit annoying. Maybe we could upgrade those. This line through as well is quite a busy road out. So if we check the private transport around here, next to the main line in and out, the main road in and out, which goes through to Bawtry and Dover and then down to Littlehampton and even Swindon and what have you. This main route is obviously one of the most busy in the city, but then we've got this one which is quite busy, and down here it sort of merges. So we could potentially look to improve that, possibly by having this road come through and then go straight over. I wish there was a... keypad number 5. Nice. Oh, no, that's not number 5. No. It's that one. Okay, so it's on the number pad. So yeah, if we did this road, upgraded this road here, we could potentially, if we just delete that one out, we can continue it up here. Do a connection through. Now, I would normally do a train line. I kind of want to do something a little bit differently. So I might just focus on trying to do sort of bus routes through this area, and then if it warrants it, use a train line going forward. I mean, this looks a little bit ridiculous. However, I do want it to go straight out this way. So if we did something like that, so that we know where it goes, and then we can delete this panel. We've got this road here. So if we continue that flat, we can change that road. Let's use the newer road through, and then potentially we can link this up. It's probably good to keep it as a bridge just so then we can go underneath with other roads and what have you. Let's refund that bit and then redraw this flat this time, so then it comes through this way. So I'm basically going to lean on a road through here that's already quite pronounced and try and improve upon that link that's quite busy already so that we can hopefully make the most of a good connection through, make it quite direct of a route through, and then hopefully that will relieve a lot of the traffic in the area. So what would we do here? We've already got a bridge through. We could potentially do a tunnel. Maybe. Just trying to find the ideal height for this, depth I should say, for this tunnel. Ah, there we go. So maybe if we did a tunnel through this way, stay flat please. And we would need to then link up this to here. We might need to reroute this road, which should be fine. Ooh. I don't know whether we should connect these up, because ultimately we could do something like this, where these connect in, maybe down here or something. Definitely wouldn't want it to be traffic lighted, but then that could potentially provide a different route through for certain things that are coming through this way and going down here, rather than them coming through this way. Maybe we could connect this up on this side. So where would this come in? So if we're doing a road through this way, it may make sense to have it come through over here. Then what we can do is connect this into here, and this into here, but we don't want traffic lights there. And then we don't necessarily want this to be linked into this road. We don't necessarily want this to connect in here either. I don't know, do we? So if we just change where this comes into a little bit. Maybe something almost like that. Then we can have this go off in this direction. Okay, that needs to change. And then we could connect these two areas together. So if we do a straight road out here, why is it so... Yeah, that looks good. Then we connect this up down to here, and then we've got almost a really good bypass route through. Something like that. So these are both coming in that way, which is not ideal, but it is how it is. But we've connected that up now, haven't we? So now all the links for Alford are probably going to use that connection through. So up till now they've been going the other way round, whereas now they've got this really good connection through, which should hopefully improve things for them. Let's just upgrade these roads here. Just to the higher speed variants. because that probably makes sense from a Alford growing kind of vibe. So this way, this one connects in there, that one connects in there. We don't have this connecting in anywhere. Potentially having it come down this way could be something. So it would be under here somewhere. And then that would connect in there. This one would connect in here. And then that way we've got a good connection in that direction for nothing. But it's there nonetheless. Yeah, it looks like quite a lot's going to go that way, which should be quite good. What we do need to do is then try and focus on the actual public transport side of things. So we've almost created these links in. Now we just need connections to utilize those. So we would need to use these bus tram stops. Due to the size of Burgh Le Marsh, I mean 800 is not huge, but it's probably going to really explode when it starts to get public transport lines. So I think we're pretty well set for a growth spurt for Burgh Le Marsh and Alford at least. What I think I might do is just leave it here for this one. Continue to upgrade these roads through. But then what we'll do in the next episode is start to put in the public transport through. So that will probably be a huge step into let's just take these roads out, and then this can change to there. Pretty please, thank you very much. Very nice, cool. Yeah, I think this is a really good first step in upgrading things going forward for Burgh Le Marsh and everything else. We've probably just taken a bit of a dive there because we've improved the roads through, so they've probably deleted quite a few buildings inadvertently. But I can't wait to get some better public transport connections in, because then hopefully it will help our private transport through the area. In some ways, we need a better link between Dover and Alford. Not that many things are going to Alford currently, but they don't really have a way through other than going straight through Bawtry, which obviously isn't that great of great of a thing. So yeah, we might need to look at that. But for now, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think of the episode with your thumbs. If your thumbs just don't cut it, then let me know with a comment. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Bye.